Okay, so the biggest thing that is happening in tech and AI is the fact that Apple has released Apple Intelligence yesterday. The obviously it's got all of their new AI features baked into iPhone. I think the biggest one is that Siri essentially turns into an agent. So you'd be like, "Hey Siri, like, play that podcast that Matt sent me like last week," and it will like know who Matt is. It will know where it'll go through all your messages on probably Messenger and like your texting app, whatever, and it'll go play that podcast. So it like integrates with all of your apps. It's linked together. My assumption though is actually probably it can't go to Messenger. It probably can only go to like Apple apps, right? That'd be my assumption, like home baked apps. In any case, there's a bunch of cool features. We'll talk more about them. The thing that I thought was interesting about this is they said that the new not AI. Gee, what am I saying? The new Apple Intelligence features are only available for iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and newer, whatever the new iPhones are. So this isn't going to be your lowly schmucks like myself that don't have an iPhone 15. Sorry, I'm not. Or even if you have an iPhone 15 but it's not the Pro, sorry, you didn't make the cut. My question is, do you think this is going to make people upgrade en masse to the newest iPhone? Is it going to be a massive boost in iPhone sales? Or is this not going to make a difference?
I don't know. I'm trying to look at it. I don't know what the features are. I have a Pro Max because I'm elite and best. and so I'll get this. When does it come out? Do you know?
Well, they're rolling out a bunch of software. I think iOS 18 is out now. People are getting it, so it might be. But I think maybe some of these features will be later this year. Another big thing is that ChatGPT. People are making fun of them because ChatGPT is baked straight into it. They have a partnership with OpenAI, and people are making fun of them because they obviously couldn't build their own in-house AI model. So like they have to use ChatGPT. And it's going to be GPT-4o. Interestingly enough, it's free and you don't need to make an account. So you get GPT-4o for free. You don't have to make an account. But they were unable to make their own AI model. So people are making fun of them for this. Yeah, I mean, the features are pretty much it's Siri. It's everything you would imagine Siri should be and should have been like a year ago. They just decided to make Siri that today. So you can ask Siri for anything you want. They have generative AI embedded into it. So if you're in your Notes app, you can say, generate me an image of this, and boom, it pulls up images that it can generate. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of crazy features. They just did every AI startup just all packed in whatever they could into the iPhone. And they didn't have to be too creative because they are literally just using like an API to OpenAI. People are saying that the iPhone is now just a OpenAI wrapper.
Yeah, actually, right. It's a hardware wrapper for... Interesting. Yeah, if you're watching this, you can just look at my screen and just kind of showing some of the features. Yeah, Siri needs like a big overhaul. We've done episodes in the past where we've totally like decimated Siri, and I would love... So yeah, if this is just a GPT wrapper, it'll be good for getting information, but not for doing tasks, right?
But they've done a lot more than that. So that's kind of some of the basic stuff. But yeah, no, they've overhauled Siri completely and integrated AI into everything it can do, and now it can access all of your apps. So the cool thing is you could be like, here's an
example. Open the Messages app, write your message, plus the plus button, then tap send later, or you can tap the time to choose. Wait, I think that was something that was already... Siri set an alarm for... Yeah, Siri set an alarm for... Oh, wait, no. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Actually make that 5. Okay, so like it could understand language like that.
Yeah, and it's like in the past it was like when you're talking to Siri, you got to talk like a robot and be as slow as possible because this thing is not great. Now, I mean, the other thing is it's not like this is the features are incredible. It's the exact same thing you've been able to do with OpenAI's, with ChatGPT for like a long time, where you could just talk with it.
You can make a request like send the email I drafted to April and Lily, and Siri knows which email you're referencing and which app it's in. And Siri, so that means it is reading all your emails and messages and everything.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They also gave a demo or an example where you were like, if you're scrolling through your Photos app, you could be like, okay, make this, like enhance this image, and whatever, it enhances the image. You're like, okay, now like go and add this to my note that I'm writing on like a bio for my friend, and it goes and like plops the photo into the note that you're writing.
Right, I see that. Did they do this in the video too?
Yeah. So they're it's like you could just talk to it and it will just do all the stuff that you had to do yourself. Essentially, you're turning your iPhone into an agent, sort of, or maybe like more like a virtual assistant, you'd think, because like you tell it what to do and it will do the thing just with your voice, which is really cool. I guess the reason it's not an agent is because you're not like, hey, monitor the stock market at any time Nvidia drops more than 7%, do a buy order for blah, 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 blah. Like, you can't just like tell it to like live monitor something without your attention. You're giving it instructions, but it's not acting on its own, which is kind of where you want an agent to be. But still super cool.
Probably doesn't work in the background. Like, you probably have to probably watch it do the thing, right? Or it probably like,
I think you do, which is kind of annoying because it would be nice to just like tell it to do something and keep working on whatever you're working on, versus like getting pulled into whatever it has to do. So that's the only downside. But yeah, I mean, there's Apple AI going into your Notes app, your media, your messaging, your payments. It can do restaurant reservations for you, calling, all sorts of stuff. It's pretty interesting.
So it's going to have like a phone AI in it too? Like a voice assistant?
Well, I think that one's just like you could tell it to call someone. I mean, honestly, that was already a feature that they had before. So they're just like, now it's AI that does it. Yeah. It's like,
okay, yeah. Like yesterday, I told Siri to call, I don't know, like the name of a restaurant or the name of like a place I was getting my car looked at, and it just finds it and calls it. That's good. But it would be cool if it finds it, calls it, talks to them, books the appointment, or comes back to me and it's like, here are the prices. What do you want to do? Or if it just knows what I'd like to do. That's kind of where we're going, right? It'll just do the whole thing for, I'll say, book a call, the card place I usually go to, and if it's under $500, then let's do it. And then it'll be like 10 minutes later, it'll like ping me like, you're booked. Or it'll put it in my calendar or something. That'd be cool. Like, it would be cool if your notifications are just things that's doing in the background. Like, we just booked this vacation for you. We just like booked your car maintenance coming up. Like, let me know if you want to make any changes. That's cool. That's cool.
That'd be legendary. Okay, so, but my question is, do you think this is going to boost iPhone sales?
I don't know if the people not getting iPhones are waiting for AI. And I don't know if the people not getting iPhones at this point, like, they already have so many cool features. You know what I mean? Like, when I was on Android, every time Apple came out with something, I was like, yeah, Google's had that for like a long time. This might be the only time when Apple's actually getting something that Android doesn't have yet, right? I know that Google has it. Yeah. And so...
But the interesting thing about Google is they more like play it into their apps, whereas this is getting built into the operating system. So I think that's kind of like the big difference. Is like Google, yeah, there's like AI built into Gmail, but you can't just be like on your Android and be like, hey, go write a message to this person and generate an image about this and plunk it in, and then like go schedule an appointment for this thing, and then it like just does it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get an iPhone just for that feature. I'm trying to think if there's like a feature I would switch over for. Maybe just knowing that there's AI in the phone. I think it'll boost it for sure. I don't know if it'll boost it by a lot. I think that I think it would be good for them to have a monopoly on America. I'm joking, but like, you know, it'd be cool if we're all on the same operating system in a way.
It would be heartwarming, wouldn't it?
Everyone's blue bubbles, all the group text. I wouldn't have to use WhatsApp so much. Facebook Messenger.
That'd be hilarious.
Combination.
Okay, well, I think it's...
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's gonna bump sales a lot because I have a relatively new iPhone that works perfectly well, and I'm probably like, because I'm in tech and I work with AI, like I kind of want to test out all the new AI features and know what people are talking about and know how it works. So like I'm gonna have to upgrade, which is annoying because my phone works great. It's a 14 Pro. It's the exact same as a 15. They didn't make any updates when they did the 15. So it's like, it's literally the newest iPhone. Titanium's got nothing on me, but now I got to upgrade just so I can get the new features to test them out, to use them, whatever. I mean, I guess not everyone's in a place where they need to, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people in tech that want to. So I think they'll see Like, I would not have upgraded this phone for, I don't know, at least another year, maybe 2, if it kept working fine and they never update anything to their actual phone. It's interesting. I'm updating hardware because they're like vendor locking the software, you know?
Oh, yeah. 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 That is interesting.
Not like my phone is incapable of doing anything that the iPhone 15s can do, but it's just the rule. So I think I think we'll see a bump.
That's smart of Apple. It's a good play.
Yeah. So, any case, if you enjoyed the episode today, if you're planning on upgrading your phone, let us know. And make sure to leave us a review. We're currently on a quest for 100 reviews, and we appreciate all of them. And we'll talk to you guys. We'll see you next time.